Summer is coming, and if I know you like I know you, you are ready to become that woman. Confident, energetic, excited about life, and on your stuff. And you are ready to start summer right, but you need a little bit of fresh inspo and a fun, concrete, easy to follow plan to get there. Because hearing other people's success stories about how they achieve their glow up is great, but I have seen the best results when I have something that I can follow along with so that I can do it for myself. So if that's you, I got you. This summer will be the best summer of our lives. Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all of the leads. And I know because I have the perfect plan to get there. So if you are looking to glow up, maybe have a little rebrand and become that woman by summer, let's go. Well, welcome back, my friends, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Christy, and I make content centered around realizing that no matter where we are in life, no matter our age, we are just on time to live the life of our dreams. And with summer just around the corner, my dream is to be the best version of myself. Thankfully, I know what that looks and feels like for me and how to be able to get there, but it took some trial and error. I told you that I met so many of my goals last year by applying the principle of just showing up in every area of my life. By giving myself little challenges and by pushing myself last year, I saw so much growth and so many changes in my body, in my relationship with God, in my mindset, in my decluttering, in getting my dream job, in my YouTube channel, literally in every area of my life. If you're wondering what it looks like to show up and haven't yet seen that video, I'll have it linked down below. Definitely go check it out. That is just how we live our life right now because there is so much power in doing something for ourselves and for our goals on a regular basis. I realized that for me, trying to do these big change the world things that just burned me out. They weren't sustainable. It wasn't things that I could stick with, but giving myself challenges that just required me to show up on a daily basis was. Through those challenges and through those things that I put in place to help me get to where I am today, I realized that the best challenges are the ones that prioritize doing things and creating habits that I can stick to long term and even forever. But I don't want to gatekeep and hog it all up. No, I want to share it with you. I want you guys to be able to join in, and that is where our free Show Up for Summer Challenge comes in. I am first going to tell you what our focuses will be, and then I'm going to give you some logistics about the challenge itself. And hint, it is going to include a free guide that you can download today. It's going to include free weekly giveaways, but I'm going to tell you about that in a bit. So I have my iPad here to keep me track of my notes so that I don't forget any of the juicy details. What are we doing? So we started off this year by showing up in a few key areas. And what we are going to do is we're going to take that same principle of showing up, but we're going to switch it up just a little bit. For this challenge, we are focusing on 3 key areas: fitness, faith, and freedom. Fitness because, well, summer. We all want to enter summer feeling like our best selves in our bodies. Faith because I don't do anything without God, and our relationship with God will help us in all of the other areas. And then freedom because we all have areas where we want to continue to grow, where we want to continue to get to a life that is free, get to our dream life. I have found the most success when I am enjoying leveling up every part of my life, not just being hyper-focused on one area. So I am giving you the minimum non-negotiables for each area, and plus there will be a challenge part where you can actually individualize that area for you. If you don't know, all of my education, my PhD, my career is in special education, so individualized plans is totally my jam. All right, so for fitness, we are focusing on our food and we're focusing on movement. For food, we are going to do 1 veggie focused meal per day. That could be a big salad for lunch, or that could be some type of veggie bowl for dinner. That could be a snack, but we really need to get in more veggies. We all know that it's easy to just not do that. So we're focusing on making sure that that thing happens. We're also focusing on getting enough protein. Protein helps to keep us full for longer. It also helps us to retain muscle mass. Now, I am not saying exactly what amount is good for your body. That is something that you need to research, that you need to check with your doctor, but making sure that we are getting enough protein. The next thing is water first. Many times what we do first sets the tone for the rest, especially if we are not in the habit of already doing that thing. So we're waking up and we're having water before we have our coffee, before we have our matcha. I am so bad with that. So that's going to be a challenge for me. But yes, water first. Before every meal, we're going to have a little bit of water because it will naturally help us to be able to portion control and to determine if we're actually hungry or we just like the way the food tastes and want to keep snacking on it. The challenge for this is to pick a habit that you either want to increase or that you want to decrease. That could be something like not snacking late into the night, but ending your eating around a certain time. That could be reducing your drinking or reducing your sugar or any number of things. But this is one where you get to choose. The next part is movement. And there are only two things that are within the movement category: making a daily step goal. For me, I'm trying to get at least 10,000 steps. But as I continue to do that, I will probably increase that, probably somewhere to around 15,000. But that's for me. If you are only walking about 1,000 steps a day, maybe what you want to do is set yourself a 5,000 or 6,000 step goal, something that pushes you to get to moving. Steps are really good for just getting our body moving. It's something natural, it's something free. It's not something that we have to overly think about. We don't have to have any special equipment to do it. The next is a challenge, which is to set for yourself a fitness goal. So that could look like starting to lift 3 times a week. I am personally getting back into lifting. I have been off it for a while, so I'm getting back into that. Maybe you want to lose 5 pounds or you want to go to a workout class like once or twice or whatever a week. Moving into our faith bucket. This is where we are really focusing on growing and deepening our relationship with God. In our faith bucket, we have 2 of them as well. The first one is that we're going to do a devotional each day. So I have handpicked devotionals that we're going to follow along with and we're going to do together. They won't take a long amount of time, probably about 5 to 10 minutes, but they're a good way to really cultivate and grow our relationship with God on a daily basis. The other one is a challenge. And so for this, I want you to do an additional weekly Bible study. You could do that through the SOAP method. You could watch a guided video with notes where you are engaging in that Bible study yourself. My church has a lot of free lessons that I will link for you in our guide. Plus, I have a weekly Bible study. We'll be off until like the beginning of May. And so be on the lookout for that in my post. I post about it every single time that we do it. But engaging in a weekly Bible study of your own that is outside of the devotionals. The next bucket is freedom. Like I said, we all have one or more areas where we want to get to the next level, where we want to see progress, and we want to get to this place of freedom. And so this one will actually be a choose your own adventure one. I will have some non-negotiables that you can follow along with, or you can choose your own task and I'll guide you through how to be able to do that. If you want to follow along with my non-negotiables, these are the things that we are going to do. The first 2 are very similar, so I'm going to say them together. First one is a 15-minute per day cleanup, and the second one is to declutter 1 item per day. I know that a lot of you have followed along with my decluttering journey, and so it's something that many of you are super passionate about and want to grow in. And so those will be the first things that we tackle. I think that by tackling just a small amount of it, 15 minutes is so doable. Throwing one thing away or decluttering one thing is so doable. Then we see the growth and we want to push ourselves even further. So those are the first 2. The next thing is 1 hour for yourself each day. We cannot pour into others when we're not pouring into ourselves. This goes along with that idea of living a soft life. So I really want you to pour into yourself and find some time where you are filling your own cup, whether that is through reading or taking a long walk or whatever the case may be. Do something where you're filling your cup and you're not having to be responsible to somebody else for something. The next one is to do something each day toward your dream. For me, I am working to grow my YouTube channel. So every single day I am doing something, working on that, whether it is uploading a video or a short or a post of some sort, or even just working on it on the side during some free time, making sure that I'm doing that. So that's what I'm doing for me. You figure out what it is that is your dream and work on actually doing that. So those are the non-negotiables that I have laid out, but those are things that are really important to me. Maybe you like some of those things, but you want to tweak it a bit, or maybe you're like, girl, I got that. I need to do something different. That's fine as well. In my guide, there's a place for you to choose that area or those areas that you want to work out and really specify a plan for yourself of being able to achieve it. Maybe you want to work on getting up earlier or not procrastinating or whatever. It could be any number of things. I can't read your mind. You can work on as many of those things as you like, but I do encourage you to prioritize whatever the thing or things are that come up first for you, because those are likely the things that you're wanting to see the most change in. So I keep talking about the free guide. Whenever I do these bigger challenges, I do like to have a follow along so that you can use it, because it just makes things so much more concrete. There's a quick Google form for you to drop your name and your email. And once you submit that, then you will automatically get the link to the free guide. So I have that guide downloaded to my iPad because I am going through the Show Up Summer Challenge with you guys. We're doing this all together, and doing it digitally is just easier for me, but you can also print it. There is no shame in the pen and paper game. I am all here for it. I will have that linked here as well as in the description below. That is available right now. As soon as you fill out that Google form, you can download it. But make sure you finish watching this video first, because you do want to hear the rest of the logistics of this challenge. All right, so our challenge starts April 21st. That is next Sunday. And it ends on June 19th because the first official day of summer is June 20th. That is 60 days of working on you, working on your relationship with God, and building habits that last far longer than these next 2 months. So here are the things that you are going to get being part of this series. First, each Sunday, there will be a new video related to our Show Up Summer Challenge. And you'll know that it's a part of the series because it will have a hashtag Show Up Summer 60. You're gonna get a free guide. If you were a little bit disobedient and already downloaded, you will see that it has prompts, it has a habit tracker, it has inspirational quotes, just all sorts of things to really help you and motivate you throughout this next 60 days. In that, there are also links to our weekly follow along devotionals, as well as links to other Bible study resources for your once a week Bible study. I will also post about it basically every single day on my channel to keep us all motivated and encouraged along the way. I also love the post because it is another place for us to engage as a community outside of just the weekly videos. The other thing that is super exciting is that there are going to be weekly prizes. Yes, weekly prizes for those who are going through this challenge with me. First is as a thank you. We have grown this community so much and I am so excited. So it's a way for me to be able to give back to you, but then also for you to just have that continued motivation and encouragement to keep pushing yourself. So those will start with our video that gets posted on 4/21, so that's next Sunday, and it'll end with that 4/6 video, which is the Sunday right before the challenge ends. So that is 9 opportunities to be able to win a prize. This is how you enter. First, you have to download the free guide. This is a way for me to safely and discreetly get emails for when you win, but then it also lets me know that you are following along with the program. Next, you have to watch the video within the first 4 hours of it going live, and the way that you show me that you have watched it is by commenting to the secret prompt within the video. It will say secret prompt. In that secret prompt, it will have hashtag ShowUpSummer60 and will be the specific thing that you are supposed to respond to, and you will put your response in the comment section. Again, I post every Sunday at 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, so do be mindful if you do have a bit of a time difference. The winner of each week's prize will be selected the day after the video goes live. This just gives me a chance to be able to read through the comments and make sure you actually follow directions. Yes, it will be fair. I will put you through an online spinning thing and actually probably record it as a short so that you can see whether or not you won. Alrighty guys, I am so excited for this and I'm really excited that we are doing it together. I know that so many of us want change, but so often we get stuck, and I am here to get you unstuck. At the beginning of the year, I said that this is the year of change, and I wasn't just talking about change for me, but change for you as well. So we're doing this together, and this is going to be so much fun. If you enjoyed this video and you are ready for our Show Up Summer 60, I want you to comment below, girl, I am so ready. And if you're not subscribed, like, what are you doing? I'm gonna need you to jump on that. Alrighty guys, I love you, and next week we start. Bye for now.